everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. My name is Laiba, and I am very happy that you are here today. I hope you are doing well and feeling positive. Today, we are going to talk about a very important topic for English learners: how to think in English. If you want more English learning videos like this every day, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support.
Many people study English for years. They learn grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. But still, when they try to speak English, they stop again and again. They feel nervous, confused, or slow while speaking. Do you know why this happens? One big reason is this. Most learners first think in their own language, and then they translate their thoughts into English. This process takes time and makes speaking difficult. But imagine this. What if your brain could think directly in English? What if you could speak naturally without translating every sentence? That is exactly what we will learn in today's podcast. In this episode, I will share simple and practical ways to train your mind to think in English step by step. Do not worry, I will use very easy words and simple explanations so everyone can understand clearly. And remember, you do not need perfect English to start thinking in English. You only need practice, patience, and confidence. So relax, listen carefully, why thinking in English is so important for English learners. When you think in your own language first and then translate into English, your brain has to do two jobs at the same time. First, it creates the idea in your language. Then it changes the idea into English. Because of this, speaking becomes slow and stressful. Sometimes you know the answer in your mind, but you still cannot speak quickly. This happens because translation takes extra time. But when you start thinking directly in English, speaking becomes easier and smoother. Your brain starts using English naturally, just like a habit. Thinking in English can help you in many ways. First, it improves your fluency. You can speak faster without long pauses. Second, it gives you more confidence. You stop worrying too much about every sentence. Third, it improves your pronunciation and listening, because your brain becomes more familiar with English sounds. And finally, it makes real conversations easier. You can answer people more naturally and understand English better. For example, imagine someone asks you, "How was your day?" If you first think in your own language and then translate, you may feel slow or nervous. But if your mind already thinks in English, you can quickly say, "My day was good. I was busy today. It was a little tiring, but nice." This is the power of thinking in English. At first, it may feel difficult. That is completely normal. Every English speaker started as a beginner. The good news is that your brain can learn the skill slowly with daily practice. And in the next part of this podcast, we will talk about why many people struggle to think in English and what mistakes stop them from improving. Why do many people struggle to think in English? Even after studying English for a long time, many learners still feel confused while speaking. They understand some English, but they cannot think naturally in English. There are a few common reasons for this problem. The first reason is fear of mistakes. Many learners worry too much about grammar or pronunciation. They want every sentence to be perfect. Because of this fear, they stop themselves from practicing freely. But remember this. Making mistakes is a normal part of learning. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. The second reason is the habit of translation. Most learners think in their own language first. Then they try to translate every word into English. This habit makes speaking slow and stressful. For example, a person may first think, "Main market ja raha hoon." Then the brain starts translating, "I am going to the market." This process takes extra time and creates pressure in the mind. The third reason is a small vocabulary. If you only know a few English words, your brain cannot create thoughts easily in English. That is why learning daily use words is very important. Another reason is lack of practice. Some people only study grammar from books, but they never use English in real life. Language is a skill, and every skill becomes stronger with practice. And the last reason is not listening to enough English. Your brain learns language by hearing it again and again. If you rarely listen to English, your mind will not become comfortable with English sentences and expressions. So do not feel bad if thinking in English feels difficult right now. This is a common problem for many learners around the world. The important thing is to practice slowly and consistently. In the next section, we will learn the first simple step to start thinking in English to think in English. And this step is very simple. Start with small English thoughts. Many learners make one big mistake. They try to think in long and difficult English sentences from the beginning. Because of this, they become tired, confused, and frustrated. But you do not need difficult English to train your brain. You only need simple daily thoughts. Start with very small sentences that you already use in your daily life. For example, I am tired. I am hungry. I need water. I am watching TV. Today is very hot. I want to sleep. These are simple thoughts, but they are powerful for practice. The goal is not perfect English. The goal is to make your brain comfortable with English little by little. You can practice this anywhere and any time. When you wake up in the morning, think, I need to get up. I should wash my face. I am feeling sleepy. When you eat food, think, this food is delicious. I want more tea. I am full now. Even if your sentences are very short, that is completely okay. Small thoughts create a strong habit. At first, your brain may automatically go back to your own language. That is normal. When this happens, gently bring your thoughts back to English again. Do not force yourself too hard. Just practice daily with patience. Remember, children also learn language slowly, one small sentence at a time. And the more you practice these simple English thoughts, the easier thinking in English will become. In the next section, we will learn how to use English in daily life activities to ways to think in English. And that is inner conversation. Inner conversation means talking to yourself in your mind using English. This is a very useful practice because it trains your brain to use English naturally. You do not need a partner, a classroom, or perfect grammar. You can practice anytime and anywhere. Many people talk to themselves in their own language every day without noticing it. For example, you may think, what should I eat today? I need to finish my work. Maybe I should go outside. Now try doing the same thing in English. Ask yourself simple questions in English and answer them in English too. For example, what am I doing right now? I am listening to a podcast. What should I do tomorrow? I should study English. How do I feel today? I feel happy and relaxed. This practice helps your brain stay in English for a longer time. At first, your inner conversation may be very slow. You may only know a few words. That is completely okay. Use the English you already know. Even simple conversations can improve your fluency. You can also imagine situations in your mind. For example, imagine you are at a restaurant. Think, I would like some tea. How much is this? Thank you very much. Or imagine meeting a new person. Hello, my name is Liba. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? These small mental conversations prepare you for real English conversations in daily life. The more you practice inner conversation, the more natural English will feel in your mind. And slowly, you will notice something amazing. You will start thinking in English automatically with powerful ways to think in English. And that is inner conversation. Inner conversation means talking to yourself in your mind using English. This is a very useful practice because it trains your brain to use English naturally. You do not need a partner, a classroom, or perfect grammar. You can practice anytime and anywhere. Many people talk to themselves in their own language every day without noticing it. For example, you may think, what should I eat today? I need to finish my work. Maybe I should go outside. Now try doing the same thing in English. Ask yourself simple questions in English and answer them in English too. For example, what am I doing right now? I am listening to a podcast. What should I do tomorrow? I should study English. How do I feel today? I feel happy and relaxed. This practice helps your brain stay in English for a longer time. At first, your inner conversation may be very slow. You may only know a few words. That is completely okay. Use the English you already know. Even simple conversations can improve your fluency. You can also imagine situations in your mind. For example, imagine you are at a restaurant. Think, I would like some tea. How much is this? Thank you very much. Or imagine meeting a new person. Hello, my name is Liba. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? These small mental conversations prepare you for real English conversations in daily life. The more you practice inner conversation, the more natural English will feel in your mind. And slowly, you will notice something amazing. You will start thinking in English automatically with today's podcast. Before we finish, I want to give you some final advice and motivation. Learning to think in English is not something that happens in one day. It is a slow process, and that is completely normal. Sometimes you will feel confident. Sometimes you will forget words. Sometimes you will make mistakes. But please do not stop practicing. Every small step is helping your brain grow stronger in English. Remember, fluency does not come from perfection. Fluency comes from regular practice. Even if you practice only a few minutes every day, you will still improve slowly over time. Try to make English a small part of your daily life. Think simple thoughts in English. Listen to English every day. Talk to yourself in English. Learn useful daily words and use them again and again. And most importantly, do not be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are learning. Every good English speaker was once a beginner. They also struggled, felt nervous, and made many mistakes. But they continued practicing, and that practice changed everything. So believe in yourself and stay patient. One day, you will notice that you are speaking English more naturally. You will answer faster, understand more easily, and think in English without translating. And when that day comes, you will feel proud of yourself. Keep learning, keep practicing, and never give up.